On the last episode of Dice Another Day, our magical miscreants were split up, Arthur being taken away by Nashandra. Arthur has a special interaction with one of Nashandra's followers, where he is strung up by spiked chains, where if he moves, he dies. The follower reveals themselves to be named Kylea, and goes on a tangent about how Arthur would be better alive than dead. With this information entering Arthur's head, he decides to tear his body using the chains, killing himself. The party unknowingly starts a campaign to try to recover Arthur to rejoin the party. But first, they have to get out of Ferucia, which is currently being besieged by a combination of Trendarians and Pautilians. The party makes it to an encampment where they regain their old party member Cedric and rest for the night. During the night, Cedric and Marigold wake to hear silverware and slurping noises to find out someone has snuck into their camp to feed themselves the stew that Cedric had made. This person is Keskiyo, and he is the newest member of the party. Our adventurers continue on the path in the morning with the new addition and talk about the quickest way to the Feywild with Keskiyo, since apparently he knows that information. They decided to go through the portal in Lonuk that they originally took, because 1, they know where it is, and 2, the library is in Lonuk. We follow our adventurers on their travels to Lonuk, and this is where our adventurers pick up their magical misadventures. We're so back. Oh, wait, no, hold on, don't say anything. Don't say, no. There, we're so back.
Did you just say ew cheesecake?
Yeah, he did.
I love how that was
like,
the first thing that the stream heard, was ew cheesecake.
Yeah.
Or you said ew cheesecake.
Like saying ew, being happy. Like, what's wrong with you? No.
So we're...
Listen. I'm gonna say it. Cream cheese is fucking disgusting.
Sam used to hate cheesecake because he thought you put actual cheese in it, like just straight up Kraft singles.
Tyler,
I would actually regret my everything.
Tyler, you've immediately made me not want to move in with you, actually.
Okay, I like cream cheese in, like, specific things, but, like, straight cream cheese I hate.
Bagels.
No.
Ugh. I'm sorry.
Crab rangoon is one of the few things I will eat that has, like, cream cheese in it.
That's because crab rangoon, like, is required to have it in it. Otherwise...
Crab rangoon is delicious, and if you didn't like crab rangoon, I'll cry.
I actually used to not like it, but then I had actually good crab rangoon at Kyoto not that long ago, and it was actually good.
Every time I adjust the cameras, Cherry's camera gets worse.
Ow. I'm not that ugly.
No.
You're just
so you're always sitting in a different position every time we start a stream, so you're never in frame.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
Yeah, like half of your face is always covered by our little signs.
I fixed it.
I don't know how I sit in a different position every time.
I don't know, but it happens. Either way.
I will say, when I'm making thumbnails, like, half the time your face is chopped off halfway, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing?
I'm so sad. I'm seeing the Nightmare Seamstress stat block, or, like, stat block that I made, and I'm so sad that I'm never going to get to use her again.
Oh! We got rid of her?
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's
you guys...
a good...
yeah, sorry. My brain shut off, and I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
We've been out for a month. It's fine for us to be a little fucked up.
Bitch be murdered?
It's been so long.
It's Spider Bitch.
Yeah, I forgot
that
was her. I was thinking of Nashandra for some reason. I was like, huh?
No,
She's gone.
That's where you guys are going. That's who you are going to deal with. Either way.
I don't know what
And speaking of which, you guys wake up from your rest after Reaghan calling himself a bad boy.
I kept my word, by the way. That is exactly where the YouTube video cuts off.
That's good. I'm so glad there's a 30-second uncut clip of me muting everybody else and then eating a Rice Krispie treat.
That is also in there, yeah.
I love it here, guys.
Why'd I do that?
I don't know why you did. Really, no one knows except for you.
Because then as soon as that clip ends, I go, hey guys, I think you've been muted the whole time. When you hadn't been. I just muted you for 30 seconds just to eat a Rice Krispie treat.
Oh my god.
That's really funny. I can't get over that.
Man.
I love that this is how our first session back is starting.
It's been a month.
It's
okay?
been a month.
Let us live.
It's been one of those months. Anyway, guys.
It is 2025, y'all.
Tis indeed. Tis
Oh my-
indeed.
This is our first stream of 20.
Right, thanks for fucking dating the video.
And it's oh yeah, because now Tyler has to edit it quick, otherwise it seems like he's lazy.
Hold on, are you got it?
Or he just
I'm
cuts.
thinking-
It's January 1st, 2025.
It is not! He's a fucking liar!
It is November 18th, 2024.
Hey, God.
June 3rd, 2012.
Roll.
Whoa, that. Wait,
I was gonna make an
wasn't that
We
the year that?
discovered these podcasts locked in a secret bunker.
Wasn't 2012 the year everybody thought the world was gonna end?
Yeah, it was.
That's, dude. I feel old. That's
This is
We're
an
like-
ancient
that's
Egyptian
13
podcast.
years ago.
That wasn't
Ancient
13.
Egyptian
Oh, yes, it
podcast.
was.
Is that what I just heard from you,
Yeah,
Jacob?
yeah. Cherry's absolutely right. We dug these out of the pyramids.
I was
Oh my
8.
god.
and we've been waiting on Tyler to edit them ever since.
Oh my God, session 20 still hasn't been uploaded, by the way.
Shut up!
I was worried I had forgotten to make a thumbnail, but no.
No, you made the thumbnail. I just kept spacing off editing it, so I didn't get it edited until today. And I couldn't upload it because my internet's been slow.
Let me roll up. Rolled up?
I'm probably going to upload it as this session ends.
Everyone pose for the Instagram story, okay?
I did forget
Do
to
a little
grab,
pose.
I
Do a little
did forget
pose
to
right
grab
now.
dice. I hope you
Everyone
know
posing?
my pose is just standing up into the camera and my chest
Hold
is
on,
like,
it hasn't gotten there yet. It hasn't gotten there yet.
No.
How far behind are you, Day?
I'm on the Twitch, man.
Don't you guys hate when homophobic people stop you from watching Wicked the musical?
What is going on? Why are we talking about this?
Why have they
Because
done
that's
that?
my experience of Thursday.
Explain.
Man, I just want to
No.
play D&D.
Then I
Okay.
locked my dice in my closet and
What?
it got buried. They got buried.
What? Don't lock them
And
there.
so I didn't have dice right away.
We're so professional.
Why
I
did
get
you-
to cut. I get to cut out so much.
And then you should
only-
keep it.
only-
Locking your dice in your closet is
Only
actually
10 minutes and 57 seconds of content.
And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
I did say you guys wake from rest, and people
Yes.
just kept making jokes. So here we are.
Oh
That's
my
'cause
gosh,
we're
guys,
funny.
I'm awake.
Specifically,
me.
specifically, I kept making jokes.
Yes, Mary, you are awake.
Wow.
Are you feeling okay?
I feel like everything I do is in the third person.
Oh lord,
She's
it's,
self-aware, guys.
it's gonna be one of those sessions.
I mentally haven't been here all day. My
What?
coworkers can tell you.
What's my password to
Cast
this?
scrying and then play the game in third person.
What?
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, that's so real.
Uh-oh.
Guys, my hair is so curly today.
What was the
Yes, I know, I
password
can
to
see it.
this? Was it not? Oh, no.
Noah's dying.
R.I.P.
There will no be roll... There...
Huh?
I'm having a stroke. There will be no Roll20 content, because I'm gonna have to figure out the password off-stream.
They're built. They're.
You
I'm sorry,
lost
I don't
your
even-
Roll20 password?
Wait, no, I have it. I know where it's at. Hold on. I do have a saved document.
Guys, we're so good at
Hold
this.
on.
Oh,
In the meantime,
Yeah, you guys do your thing.
I'm awake.
yeah, we wake up.
It's
Yeah.
not on the saved document.
Yawn. Wow. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Sort of step out of my tent. Begin to, I don't know, I think just hack. I don't know. Reaghan is quietly focused, you know. He's just intent, I think.
It is much too early to be up, Reaghan.
Well, we've
it's-
got places to be, don't we?
Yes, I I suppose you're right. So what you want?
Not this man that we just met complaining about how early we get up.
Right.
Hey, I bet Marigold would agree with him. He would hope Marigold would agree with him.
She got out of. She was the first person awake.
He would hope Marigold would agree with him.
It is, right? It's too early for this, but I'm used to it. Unfortunately.
Yes, because I don't let you sleep in because it's not healthy.
We travel by daylight.
And I'd rather
Bandits come
travel
on the
by
roads at
moonlight,
night,
really.
I assume.
I agree with her, to be completely honest with
Marigold,
you.
aren't you the person who first told me that being nocturnal wasn't a good choice?
We're not going to talk about that. That has nothing to do with right now. Excuse me. Anyway, what's for breakfast? Mr.
I
Cook?
can, as long as I have the right apron, whatever we can find.
I gave it to you earlier.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cedric's just gonna cook whatever he has on him. Because
Could I try to go foraging?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I have an egg in my inventory that's probably really bad, but
Okay, roll,
That egg is probably long since spoiled.
it's okay. I think it's
roll
silly.
survival.
That is first roll of the night, a nat 20 for a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find I don't know if Keskiyo does any hunting, but you find like a herd of,
He would be focused on foraging.
okay. Then you do see a herd of deer in a clearing past like a couple of trees. And then you find a bunch of bushes with various kinds of berries, some poisonous, some not. Obviously, Keskiyo can tell the difference between which ones are which. Specifically, you find blueberries and blackberry bush.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna note where the deer are, grab as many berries as I can reasonably suspect we would need.
Yeah.
God, what the fuck can I make with berries?
Berries.
And then when I get back, so I'm not exactly a fan of meat myself. However, if you all are, I did see a herd of deer out, or motion in the direction the deer were. In the direction of deer.
You saw deer in the direction of deer.
Well, yes, they were that way. I'm not good at navigating during the daytime.
Unfortunate.
Guys, I figured it out. It wasn't.
I'm so happy for you.
It wasn't the email I thought it was.
Reaghan, do you think you could take care of some deer for us, or should I go do it before I start cooking?
I'll see. I'll see what I can do. What did you say there were? And I sort of get directions and head out. Let me get my dice. All right. Sorry, I'm eating chicken
Yum, yum.
strips. Mm-hmm.
Chicken strips?
Chimkin strips?
Chimkin! I
my
wish I had chicken strips. No! I've dropped my D4. Ow, it's sharp!
Chad, I'm scared.
So anyway.
Yes.
You know what? Jacob rolled survival with advantage, I guess. To try to relocate the deer. I mean, you got directions on their general vicinity in the last
I see.
However many minutes, so.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Sure. Said survival. All right, that's a +2. 9.
I should have sent anybody but Jacob.
We love Reaghan. He's doing his best.
He's trying. His
You
best
don't-
is.
You don't.
If I was metagaming, I would have sent Marigold because she has to have a high wisdom, but
you don't.
Well, I mean, you've known Marigold forever. You can know she's good at hunting.
You
This
don't.
is fair.
You don't find the deer. You do find some tracks that seem to be relatively deer-shaped.
Deer shaped tracks.
Seem to be relatively deer-shaped.
I,
I wonder what
Yes.
they are.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me recorrect because that seems like.
Reagan's gonna get skinwalker.
Sorry. Hold on. That seems like the
That
tracks.
sounds like a Jezebel thing, and
Hold
I
on.
don't like that.
Hold
No.
It seems the way I said it seems like the deer didn't leave hoof marks, but just laid its entire body down multiple times.
And spun.
there's,
Rolled.
there's a giant out here with feet that are the shapes of like cookie cutter deer.
Mary, maybe
yeah.
go with him. Actually.
I don't like to do the killing bit. Are you sure?
I
that he's-
mean, if you knock them over and bring them back, I can kill them.
how do I knock them over? I don't really do
I
this.
think you meant knock them out.
I did.
Them over.
I did mean knock them out.
We're going deer tipping, boys.
Deer are famously gracious. I think if you knock them over,
Yeah, I
they
know.
just run away.
Graceful?
No, they're
So-
really forgiving animals.
Sorry. Now the deer is going up to you, being like, "I'm sorry, my liege."
No, you try to kill it, and it's like, oh, hey, did you drop this arrow?
Oh my gosh. Well,
Oh.
I guess I'll go after him.
I love the.
Just help him find them. I'm sure he can kill them.
Okay. Which way did you? Which way did he go?
Roll survival to try to
The deer
find.
was that way
Reagan.
last I
Okay.
saw them.
Thank
I
you.
like to imagine Reagan walked in the opposite direction of the deer.
No, but he didn't. Though.
Oh.
9 is
I know.
I got an 11.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I rolled a
Oh.
4. Okay.
You find Reagan
Hello, Reagan.
staring at hoof prints that seem relatively deer shaped.
Oh, yeah. These.
Relatively
Something
deer
else to do
hoof
with
shaped.
feet that are the shape of deers.
Cookie
Are
cutter
you?
deer.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you need help?
How does Marigold react to the deer-shaped hoof prints, by the way?
I'm a little concerned. 'Cause
What do
this
you
is
mean?
not-
Way
You're-
deer's feet.
Marigold has no
Are
reason
deer
to
feet
suspect
oriented
this
again?
not being a deer.
No, they're shaped like deer.
They're not.
Remind me
They're
which-
not. That was a joke. They're not
Remind me
giant
which
deer
way deer
shaped.
hooves are placed.
Um.
I gotta remember if this is forward or backwards.
Well, it looks like.
I was the terrible pick for this.
I can see. Can you? I don't like to kill them, so if I find
I got
them,
you.
can you
I got you.
take them out?
As I said, I'm at your disposal.
Okay.
Um,
Oh well, then it looks as if they're going this way, and I take my best guess in which way they're forward and backwarding.
I assume it's a very easy
Yeah.
guess.
I would hope. My survival is +7.
Yeah, No, I think we follow the deer tracks.
Yeah.
Mary, can I ask?
Yeah.
You guys were headed to Lonuk, right?
Holding up all right with Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Uh, Lonuk is the one on the opposite side of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, where you're heading there.
Okay, and then you would have been. I don't remember how many days you've traveled, so we're gonna say you're like on the right side of Diwali on the map, right near that forest, around that path.
Okay. Right near that forest. Oh wow, that really narrows it down. Thanks.
Right near that forest, near that path.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay,
get it
I know
now.
exactly where we are.
Yeah, the place
Uh-huh.
with all the green and the.
Also, I could do the funniest thing, and go based off of these Google results, but it seems very disingenuous because there's no fucking way a hippopotamus has similar hooves to a deer.
What?
Why would it be there?
I said animals with similar hooves to
Yeah.
deer. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th response to that is hippopotamus.
So, hey, Noah.
I mean,
What
orcas
is-
are a natural predator of meese, so
This is true.
I hate
But what is a hippopotamus in the? Because like orcas are a natural predator of moose because the moose like can hold their breath for an insane amount of time. What is a hippo doing in the middle of the like fucking this path is in the middle of the continent. They're nowhere close to water.
Yeah.
He's just wandering.
I forget exactly where we are. We're out of Ferucia, but how far out of Ferucia?
Right outside.
Sounds like we've been traveling.
Right outside.
We're
We've been traveling for a couple days. at
the
least.
east side
Remember-
of Diwali. Yeah.
we're
good ping.
Thank you, Noah.
we're in the forest next to that one path. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
one forest next to the one path outside of Diwali.
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Are you even listening, Tyler?
Yeah.
That's
Don't
all
worry,
right.
guys. Don't worry, guys. I got it. I got it now. I got it.
I
figured
got
out.
it now. I got it now. Don't worry.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah, we fought. I was in Marigold. It's just, how are you doing with Arthur? This is
He dead.
Crazy.
Okay,
I'm
bud.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
cut out there for a
sorry.
second. Oh,
I don't know why I
Tyler?
said that.
Thanks, Tyler.
What the fuck, Tyler? That's
Thanks,
so
Tyler.
rude and uncalled for.
It was funny though.
it was a little funny.
Arthur might not be dead though. He's alive.
Ish.
statistically speaking, he is Schrodinger's cat right now.
You're so right. He's alive
Schrodinger's
until you
Arthur.
open the box.
Schrodinger's Arthur.
Arthur is alive until you enter the Feywild, in which case he could be alive or not alive, depending on if...
Alive or not alive, as opposed to dead, Noah.
Yes, in direct opposition to being dead, he is simply not alive.
Yeah, wait. Hold on. I don't know why I'm catching flack for this one. Not alive is another way to say dead. I feel betrayed and hurt.
You had to follow it up with betrayed and hurt, didn't you?
Yeah. Because I don't know why I'm being made fun of for saying not alive. Like...
Because it's funnier.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what happens when we take long breaks.
Yeah, we can't keep
Right.
doing
Either
this,
way,
guys. This is so
I
bad.
think maybe, yeah, I think maybe Reaghan catches himself for a moment. He goes, maybe better question. How did you deal with it when Cedric left?
Well, when Cedric left, this might be me because of my faith, but I talked to my lady, and whether she was really helpful or not, it kind of comforted me. It really just took some time, honestly. And it didn't help that there was so much going on at the time while it happened. I just kind of didn't think about it as much until he showed up in the cave. But it's different with Arthur, I suppose, because I watched it happen and I feel like I could have done something. So, I feel like if you need anything, Reaghan, you can always talk to us if you're feeling upset or anything.
Well, there's some inclination towards that here, I suppose.
Are you doing okay?
As well as can be expected, I suppose. Let's find this deer.
Okay. If you need anything, you know where to find me, I suppose.
Yes. Of course. Absolutely. If I were to, I would. Sure.
Awesome. And I find the deer. I do it.
Both of you roll, roll survival, both. And then we'll add up the result, and we will decide how you do from there.
25.
Thanks.
11.
So 36 total?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I am doing combined roll things because I assume Reaghan's inability to survival would get in the way of Marigold's ability to survival. A little bit.
Why I have friends like Marigold. Also, would it make more sense for me to just use the help action towards Marigold and give her advantage?
No.
We're gonna flat 19, guys.
I'm ruling it this way, Jacob. Either way.
God has spoken.
You guys find the deer. The supposed deer.
Don't say that.
Scared now.
I guess, okay. So as you guys are following the tracks, you kind of start hearing noises from ahead in the forest. Like,
get down.
Yeah. There's some like bushes and stuff that you guys can get behind to like peek around and whatnot. So
all right.
As you peek over, you see a deer-like creature, but it is cannibalizing another deer.
Oh no.
And he's got a little hat. He's got a little hat on.
What the fuck?
I don't give a Okay, I don't give a shit about his little hat. Actually,
I do.
Why?
Yeah,
what
no,
kind
that's
of hat is it?
weird as well. Am I getting any Fae vibes, or is this more just like, or like any extra planar?
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of Fae vibes. There's some like dancing lights kind of like bouncing around it. They're kind of like.
Does this seem associated with anyone I would know?
Even not anyone from your backstory, but you might know them.
Okay, can I make maybe like a history check or a nature check? What's the check for that?
History.
All right, and I'd love to ask for advantage considering my my sort of familiarity. Cool. Fuck yeah, natural 20 for total 22.
Yeah, you know that this. You know that there is often a couple of deer that kind of hang out together. A hornless deer, both with hats.
I don't like it.
That one of them named Carl.
Yeah.
I fucking
Carl and Paul.
Oh my gosh.
How dare you?
You did not just llamas with hats us.
I hate this. I hate it here. This is our canon.
Noah?
Yeah.
Noah, I need you to tell me right now whether this is just a bit or if you are.
I'm being dead ass.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do I know? I assume. So this is. This is Carl.
Carl and Paul work as
work.
Work. They don't do good work. Clearly.
But they do it.
They do it. They kind of are under a deer fae, or not deer fae, but like kind of a satyr with a deer head.
I can't.
So imagine.
So just a bipedal deer?
No, because the
Yeah,
okay. Hear me out,
body
right?
of a human.
Is it a
Torso of a
bipedal
human.
deer with man nipples?
Yes.
Ah!
Like deer legs, human like midriff to collarbone.
Oh, so it's a really
then deer
fucked up
head.
deer minotaur.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
just
deer minotaur
imagining
is so much
Krampus
better.
for some reason. I'm just
D-
imagining Krampus.
Sorry, deer minotaur with human chest.
Human chesticles.
Deer minotaur, but instead of everything but the head being human, it's the head isn't human, the torso is, and the legs aren't.
Yes.
Bro, it's
you
a
got
deer
it.
sandwich,
Okay.
really. It really is just a deer
It is a
sandwich.
deer
Have I
sandwich.
ever? I take it I've not had personal encounter with these fae.
No.
I can't believe we're being llamas with
I
hats.
thought you guys were gonna get it when I said he had a little hat on, and
You can
then
say you can say that about
The
anything.
second you said you knew of two of them, I was like, oh my god.
Well, so the issue is you didn't. Did you describe it as a hornless deer?
I
hear-
did not say hornless. To be fair, that's true.
Oh my fucking god!
I think I got all my fidgets in a row.
They're canon now.
Okay. What do I know
God.
about them?
You know they
I assume that they're like pretty wildly violent and
One-
unpredictable. I assume.
specifically one of them is very wild and violent, and the other
Noah-
one is just kind of no, don't do that.
Noah, I have a very serious question that I wish I didn't have reason to ask.
Yes.
Do I know of a meat dragon?
Hang on. Hang the fuck on. Is that because that sounds a lot like our session 0,
What?
the thing that got summoned.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The thing that we fought, the thing
The
that we fought inside
Colosseum
of.
is the meat dragon.
No, the Colosseum isn't the meat dragon. You do not know of a meat dragon. As far as you're
Okay.
aware.
I don't like that part.
Guys,
I'm pretty sure we fought the meat dragon already. Just saying.
You know what? You can go through life thinking that you haven't fought the meat dragon, and then all of a sudden, meat dragon
fought
shows
the meat-
up, and then you gotta fight the meat dragon.
this is our canon.
He breathes.
Anyway,
What do I know about Carl? Because I assume I know this one is Carl.
Yeah. Oh, which one's the violent one? Is it Carl or Paul? It's been.
It's
long.
Carl.
It's Carl.
Carl, that
Carl, you can
kills
remember
people.
because Paul always yells Carl.
Carl. Right. It's
That
been
kills
so long since I
people.
watched Llamas with Hats, but I needed to throw them in here.
But the epilogue came out recently.
Did it?
It did.
Oh god, I need to watch that.
Yeah, it came out like 2 months ago.
Oh,
2 or
okay.
3 months
I
ago.
will be watching that as soon as we stop session. Actually.
All right, tangents aside, Noah, you had a question you were answering?
Yes. You know, Carl is
No.
relatively violent, especially towards bipedal creatures.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you
Oh!
cut out. You know Carl is...
oh, I think that cutout was on your end, Jacob.
Yeah.
You know that Carl is especially violent towards bipedal creatures, specifically.
Okay. Why
is it doing that?
I say... Marigold? I think
Yeah.
we're just having berries today. We should leave.
What is it doing?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Okay. Can we just do we have to stay down? Will it notice us if we leave? Can we just go? This is
We
weird.
should hope not. I think
Okay.
I might know an incantation to stop it.
Okay.
It's ancient Sylvan goes something along the lines of Carl. And I want to stealth away.
Okay, let's go.
yeah, you can roll stealth.
All that's going to be left of them is their hands.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I
Nah.
need those.
I need
I
those.
got a 3.
Maybe their faces drifting on the wind.
You said, oh gosh. Okay, let's go to myself. Okay.
Guys,
14.
I got a 3.
Lucky for you guys, you hear, Carl, don't eat the other deer, Carl.
Oh.
I used to be able to do it so well. I'm so upset. It is probably because I'm sick.
Let me. Carl, that kills people.
Yeah, that works.
Nah.
And
Yeah, it's the same intonation, just not the voice.
and you see like a little ghostly apparition of Paul show up and speak to Carl.
Oh my god, is Paul dead in this?
No, bro, he's just an apparition. He's phoning a friend.
Holograms exist.
I'm gonna start calling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start calling astral projection. Phone a friend.
I cast phone a friend.
I like that a lot.
I
Can I?
got friend.
Oh wait, no. You should call it. Can I speak to the professional?
No, that's legend lore.
Oh, you're so right.
Wait, I thought that was summon Bill.
Same thing.
Same thing. Anyway, you guys get away from Carl before he
Okay.
spots you.
Oh gosh. You know, I like pause for a moment. I go,
Yeah.
Marigold, would you be on standby?
What do you plan on?
Carl is... These two, these are face spirits. They're deeply entwined. Paul is the sort of restraint to Carl's chaos.
No.
Can't fathom why they would be here. I think Paul might answer my questions.
Right, good.
No. We will talk to our new friend first. He might have an idea of what's going on. If there's a portal nearby.
Please, I do not want to deal with that thing.
No. Carl is too unpredictable.
I can tell.
I fucking hate every sentence that mentions any of them.
Yeah, I do too. Believe me, it's coming out of my mouth, and
I can't keep a straight fucking
I am
face.
so genuinely impressed by your ability to talk about this and not break.
I was gonna say, I can't keep a straight face. I beg you, do not bring them up to Cedric, because I will break character.
We head back to camp.
Yes.
Okay.
In a hurry.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Bad news about the deer.
Very bad
like-
news.
Like beeline to Keskiyo. Here we go. Keskiyo, are you familiar with the Fey spirits? With the Fey, with some of them, they're not terribly. These two, I don't know what they're doing out of the Feywild, but there's two named Carl and Paul, and do you know of any portals nearby that might have let them in?
No, I don't know of any nearby portals. And I don't recall many Fey spirits from my father's books. It was mainly the Arc-Fey that he would... Arc? Not entirely sure the dialect there. Regardless, it's mainly those that his tomes spoke about.
I see. Noah, would I have known? Are these two associated with? You said they're associated with a weird ass deer dude. Are they associated with any of the Archfey at all?
The Deer Man works under Archfey, but no direct connections between Paul and Carl and the Archfey, other than that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Which one does the Deer?
God,
Man
they aren't
work
even
in?
upper
Out of
management.
curiosity.
No, sorry, I'm not making Carl and Paul upper management of the Fey realm.
No.
No.
No, I mean, they're within,
I
like,
meant to say middle
you know,
management. They're
there are
a
several
floor
fake courts.
manager. They're a floor manager. The weird ass deer dude is middle management, and then the archfey is upper management.
I'm assuming they're like, like the Feywild is home to like a bunch of different courts. You know, you got the main, the big two, or like the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court. But then you've also got like the Court of Revelry or the Court of the Court of Shadows or whatever. You know, like there's a bunch of little
Yeah.
ones. I'm assuming that the deer is like part of like the Court of, I don't know, wildness
Court
or
of-
wilderness.
The Court of Hats.
No.
Noah,
Yeah.
I need you to listen to me. There's only so much
There's only so much I can take.
stupid bullshit that you can do before it breaks immersion.
Yeah.
And I can't take your world seriously anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm begging you, Carl and Paul pushed you right up to that line, and anything more is you're gonna lose control of your game.
Oh, man. Cherry gets to make funny references in their game. Okay.
This is true. Normally, I try to rely on media that you guys wouldn't be familiar with.
I've been familiar with all of it.
Unless I'm
sorry.
giving you guys fun shit to play with.
You gave us Edna from Owl House.
Correct.
And
Ida?
Ida, yes. And she
Genuinely thinking none of you would recognize her.
I'm sorry. Hold on. And she gave Trinity's character Curse of Endless Omelets. And I'm so mad at you.
Yeah, because now she can't open anything with the intent to retrieve something from it. I have to open bags for her. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Anyway.
Back to this.
Yeah, no, not Court of Hats. Court of something else that I'll think of later.
Sure, whatever.
Based.
They're part of a minor court.
Minor Court, yeah.
That court's alliances. Yeah, I don't know. I guess do I have any sense that they're relevant in the larger plot line? Let's maybe just sort of cut to the chase there.
Maybe at some point, but not right now.
Gotcha. Noah hasn't thought of anything. He just wanted to do a
No,
bit.
I have. It's just whether I can control my villain and what he does. Because I've written the villain to have his own ambitions, and sometimes I just can't stop him. He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
I see.
I'm
So
worried
right
about
now, I'm not
that.
seeing any connections between these two and like the broader plot or like my Nashandra, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of in the vein
best left alone.
of character. Like, I've written him to be such a strong character that, I can't stop him. He's going to do this because he wants to do this. And there's no reasonable way to make me think or to make him seem like he wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Because
That's
his personality and his actions are like very on a line.
Mm-hmm.
That's very fair,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Understandable. So I think the best left alone. I don't know that there's anything to be gleaned from this. I think we say that berries will suffice and call it a day. Berries and whatever Cedric has on him.
Are you guys back in camp yet? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they made it back.
Okay. I'm
Yes,
concerned by what
we're-
you've encountered.
I didn't like it.
As you should be.
So,
Right.
you-
I can whip up a small salad with the berries, and as far as meat, I could stew some of our rations.
Good enough.
So,
Those
out
was,
of curiosity,
awesome.
unrelated to this, but related to the goal at large here, how far out are we from the city that we're going to?
Lonuk. And I
You
look
said
towards
we're-
the two people from this continent.
Well, assuming we're only a ways east of Diwali, Another few days of travel, to be honest. We're about only halfway there, if even.
All right. Do you think
Continuity
now?
wise, I think Diwali to Lonuk was a 5-day travel for the party that
Yes.
just started late.
I will say I have the ability to summon a spectral mount of sorts, but I do believe it can only carry 2 people.
Could you summon 2 of them?
I would not be able to, no. It's a ritual, and I don't have the materials on hand to cast it in a way that would allow me to cast it more than once. Actually, wait, how long does this last? Actually, no, I definitely could cast it twice.
Oh, well, let's do that. Those steeds that never tire, that would be useful. My legs are...
Yeah, okay, the duration is 1 hour. It does not say that I can't use it more than once. Never mind. It will be kind of awkward because it takes 11 minutes to cast. So, like, the first horse is
That
gonna...
might be just less efficient than walking.
They're horses!
That we can only use for like 46 minutes? And then you need to spend 22 minutes resummoning them.
Well, you would do...
They go 10 miles in an hour. Or 13 at a fast pace. That is way faster than we can go.
Yeah, walking, yeah.
I suppose.
The only issue is that you would cast one in 11, and then cast the second one in 11, and use up 11 minutes of the first one's, I guess.
Yeah, but that can be worked around.
Well, yeah. What you would do is you would send 2 people off and then start casting the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. So they would cover the same amount of distance, and the other people would just have to wait for a little bit.
So you'd only have 11 minutes of downtime in between.
Yeah.
Instead of 22.
Okay.
What materials does that use?
None, because it's a ritual.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, then that'll shorten. I guess we'll say that'll shorten your travel time from about where you're at, which is going to be like 6-7 days, to like 4.
Well, if we're going to be speeding up our travels, do we think we might want to talk as a... I'm hesitant to refer to myself as... Well, indulgently refer to myself as part of your group yet. However, do you believe we should discuss what our plan is when we get there?
I suppose that's...
So I would...
worthwhile.
We can discuss that over breakfast, and I got a 19 on my survival check to cook.
Yeah, you cook food.
Okay.
Something edible.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to taste great, just nutrients and
I can make it taste better if anyone complains. Presty. Yeah. Cedric does double check the apron he's wearing before he starts cooking.
Oh, thank gosh.
from the dissection apron to the...
Yeah, from the dissection apron to the cooking apron. Got it. Can never be too safe. Listen, forgetting he left the cooking apron with Marigold, he 100% not accidentally, had to use the dissection apron and was not amused by it.
I love
You can't cook without an apron.
I love how particular Cedric is, and yet just dissects.
Half of it's because of Marigold.
Oh yeah,
real.
Fair, but he still has that awareness, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that cuts down your travel from like 7 to 4 days ish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
About half, but not by like exactly half.
About half, but not quite.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys can rest at various spots. You can rest at the at Arthur's Inn if you want.
Let us have that discussion though of what we will be doing. Well, the last time any of us were in Lonuk, we stole a book from a library, and I got stabbed through the chest. So,
Were those events
Yeah.
related?
it's surprisingly, yes.
All right, so we're
leaving
not
out some
stealing
stuff
any
in-
books then?
Well,
wasn't
the issue
stealing it.
is the reason I got stabbed through the chest is because of where we're planning to go. So unfortunately, they're going to be related no matter what.
We
Oh,
found a portal to the Feywild there.
all
Yes,
right.
and Reaghan's benefactor? Somebody Reaghan knows, decided it would be a funny joke to drag me through with a very large hook.
A joke for
And
her,
this-
not for us.
Do you know
The-
who?
Chained Fae,
Are you, have we
presume-
had this discussion about Nashandra?
yes, I believe so.
Should have, yeah.
Yep. Okay. You're familiar with the Chained Fae.
Yes, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately for us, I suppose. I've only read about her. So I don't imagine she knows much about me or where I come from, which could be a useful tool to us.
She's better keeping an eye, I think, on our little group. So she might be peering into you. I'm not sure.
In that case, I think it best to keep our discussion brief. I think
Well, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and just sort of see.
I mean, you would catch the like pings from Keskiyo's like tail with the artifacts embedded in it, or I'm sorry,
Sure.
am I remembering right? It's the tail. That
Yes.
And your shield does too, right? Or is that later?
No, the shield is mundane. It's just like
You're cutting out
it's
on
just
my end.
painted.
Gotcha. Then, yeah, you just get the pings from Keskiyo's tail, and that's all.
And everything, Cedric.
Okay.
And everything,
Yeah.
Cedric.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Okay.
Cedric does exist.
Yep.
Huh?
Wow.
She doesn't appear to be watching now. I say it's like my eyes flash, like sort of this sea blue.
All right.
Sort of, yeah.
I believe I might have something we could gamble with in the Feywild.
Oh, lovely gambling.
Gamble
Well-
is better than no plan at all.
A gambler's chance is much better for the Fey than a foolproof plan.
We still have a
Unfortunately
resource to-
fair.
You see, I have technical possession of a name that is not my own. That I believe the one in current possession of would be none too happy if, say, a Fae were to take it.
Can
I
you
see.
elaborate?
Yeah, hold on. I'm not familiar with
Or
the whole
are you at
Fae
liberty?
things.
Yes, you being in possession of a name that doesn't belong to you also raises several questions.
It was a friend of mine who died.
I'm not a
Unfortunately, due
man-
to the nature of his death, an accident in the workshop, I believe that I might have some amount of jurisdiction over it.
That's a
hope-
lot of
I
mites.
Well, I believe for the purpose of the Fae, that might is as good as any. It's as good as a definite to them. So long as I could technically have possession, I can give it away.
I don't know. I leave discretion in the matter phase up to Reaghan. I'm not a man that likes to deal in maybes and chance.
Well, I do believe we could use what you have on hand. It's the difficulty would become ensuring that Nashandra takes the bait, so to speak.
I've been mulling over that. You're quite the actor, correct?
Well, you could say I mean,
Oh,
in
yeah,
a manner of
yes.
speaking, I've I'd say feats of acting in my day. Reaghan says, I say so.
So, regardless of whatever that was, I believe you
Well,
could
just
help me play
acknowledge
the. I believe you could help me play the part of the fool. You know, someone easy to trick.
Perhaps I've come to re-ingratiate myself with my with my acquaintance. Is that what you're telling me? Perhaps I've brought someone who might have something of value that she might. I see.
You have much more. I have a lot of reading experience as far as the Fae go. You have a lot more first-hand knowledge. I'm merely speaking to what I think might be aid, but it's largely on your part to know what could practically be used.
You believe this would make a powerful enemy for Nashandra?
Correct.
Having a mind elsewhere could be useful. Of course, we don't quite know how to exploit that weakness yet. I think we have half a plan here. If we can force her into a weak position, preoccupy her with an enemy that she can't control. We'll talk to the wizard Vidania and see if there's a way to capitalize on that.
All right.
For the recap, since it's been a month, Vidania, Reaghan has told you about Vidania Galanodel was robbed by a warlock of the Chained Fae of Nashandra, Reaghan has had sort of known of this other warlock and known that this was an important mission to Nashandra, and so this is a lead we're chasing down because, if whatever was stolen was important to Nashandra, maybe this wizard has some insight into why and what. It's the only lead I've got, really.
Mm-hmm. So, as I've come to understand it, Reaghan, you're very knowledgeable about the Feywilds, about trickery, about that form of thing.
I'm sorry? Sorry, my audio's gotta go.
As I understand it, Reaghan, you're very knowledgeable about the Feywild, especially in the practical senses that I myself very much am not. Why can't I think of your name?
Who, me?
Cedric, you are basically a minor deity, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Go that far, but if you wish to assume so.
And Marigold, you are very much a kindred soul to myself, another cleric of the Twilight.
Yes, pretty much.
Do either of you have anything to weigh in with? I believe we should be analyzing this from every possible angle, knowledgeable or otherwise.
All I can be sure of is that, my relative will probably, butt his head in if it seems like I might be in danger. I can't say that he would attempt to keep you all safe, though.
Love to hear that.
An argument I've had with him many a time, Mary.
Yes, I'm aware. For me, I am not familiar with any of this. So I'm just going off your best judgments.
I mean, sometimes a plan produced by one with no knowledge can be much more effective. People who know things tend to rule out potential options before they're even considered.
Well, the way that I see it is that I'd research it a little bit. This person we're going to, I try to find out as much as I can about them, but if I'm correct in assuming this, they're from the Feywild, Reaghan? What are they? This wizard?
Nashandra or
The wizard lady.
Vidania?
Yeah, that one.
She's from the material plane.
Oh. Well,
She was in possession of an artifact that Nashandra seemed to want desperately.
do we know that she's still in possession of that?
She's most certainly is not.
Hmm.
But the fact that she got her hands on it in the first place means that she knows something about Nashandra. She knows.
Well, I'm gonna stay wary around that because just of the knowing of Nashandra and what she can do worries me about this particular person. But
Yes.
I suppose.
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the best shot we've got.
Yes, I'm aware, but
Understandable.
if we have
You're
the
right
chance,
to be wary. It's a good
I'll
instinct.
research more into it, I suppose. But until then, that seems the best chance we got, and I'll follow alongside.
Cool. Thumbs up. So you guys
Suppose
are
we better get moving.
Yeah, I think we're good to get moving.
so you guys are
those
gonna
horses.
you guys are gonna head to Lonuk to go visit with the wizard bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To get a lead on information on Nashandra.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yes.
Easy money. Okay. Yeah. You guys are I guess just traveling the next couple of days. I mean, various things happen. You're obviously gonna be hunting for berries, or not hunting for berries, but like foraging for berries and doing your like daily stuff that you gotta do. Food,
Yeah.
drink,
Mhm.
sleep. On the second day of travel, you guys come across an abandoned cart off on the side of the road. Seems as if it doesn't seem to be broken down or anything. It just seems like it's been left here. It's all intact. There's still a cover on it, canvas cover. It's still got its spokes and stuff. It's just off to the side of the road as to like give room on the path for people to pass it.
Can I inspect the cart?
Yeah. Roll.
Unless there's someone who I would know would have like better inspection skills than me.
I mean, I have a +3 investigation, but
I'm dumb.
that's just because of my int stat.
I did do smithing, so might be somewhat applicable here.
What specifically is Keskiyo looking for on this cart?
I'm actually gonna go ahead and initially, because who abandons a completely normal ass cart? Oh wait, no, I don't need to inspect that. Reaghan,
Yes.
is this magical?
I cast,
With your whole flashy eye thing.
Yep, I cast detect magic.
Yeah. You don't ping any magic on it right away. You kind of just
Right away.
Yeah, right away. You just it seems mundane, or as mundane as it can be. You do ping Cedric, everything on Cedric, Keskiyo's tail, and the two horses,
Yep.
Yay!
Yep.
and several things that Marigold is also carrying. But
Oh my god.
We're all so magical, guys.
Look at us. We're so slay.
Marigold finally got her brazier to do something because I finally put in the effort to figure out what it did today, or part of it.
Wild.
Yay! Still don't got nothing for anything else, but I can smoke screen. Hehehe.
Oh, yo, that's sick as hell.
Hehehe.
I assume you're gonna relay that fact.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to inspect like the wheels, axles, try to figure out maybe why someone would have abandoned it. Well, okay. Wheels, then axles, and then the front area around where the bridles would be hooked to the cart.
Yeah.
Because those are the three like immediate. If one of those is damaged, you're just kind of SOL.
So again, nothing's damaged. Everything seems to be in working order. The bridles though seem to be like the hinges on them have a bit of extra wear and tear, as if they were flung open and whatever was carrying the cart had run off or something of the sort.
Well,
You can also tell that there's no noticeable marks on the cart, and other than that, there is no seemable way to get the ownership of the cart. You don't know who. There's no way to figure out the identity of the owner.
I know a real quick way to gain ownership.
Well,
It's
something
called
of the
thievery.
divine is telling me that there would be no negative repercussions for us taking this cart. Almost as if it was pretty much drilled directly into my skull that this is for us to take.
That's
Well, how I feel about that explanation.
yes, that's rather concerning actually.
But in all seriousness, I believe that even if the owners were to come back for it, they wouldn't recognize it missing. Plus, with how far away from any notable civilization, it's unlikely that they would even be able to find it again. So I do believe that is our luck.
Right in the middle here.
Oh, where are you? I didn't have. Okay. I mean, is this even going to increase our speed?
It's just to help. I literally just dropped it here to give you guys extra carrying capacity and to have somewhere to sleep that isn't setting up tents every night.
That is fair. You know what? That is fair.
It is. So the reason it's here is that the ox that were carrying it did run off as if spooked by something. And the owner realized they didn't have any feasible way to get the cart anywhere safe, so they left it here. And then
Anything in the cart?
just not
Returning home from a delivery, probably.
Yeah. And whatever that was in there, they would have taken with them.
Not enough that they couldn't just carry it all.
But it seems to be that the owner of the cart realized that there was no feasible way to take the cart with them without ox or cattle, and left it here either to come back for it or to pawn it or whatever.
Okay.
And it seems as if people have moved it out of their way as they've traveled through on this path because, well,
we can certainly try to hook the spectral steeds up to it. I don't see anything in the spell that says they wouldn't be able to.
that's why I figured they would be able to. So
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be as fast as an ox taking it because, well, oxes are quite a bit stronger than horses. But...
Well, I mean, so let me read it. A large, quasi-real, horse-like creature appears on the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice. You determine what they actually look like, Noah. Oh no, I decide the creature's appearance. They're terrifying squid horse monstrosities. Think Cthulhu if he was a horse.
So I want to do something that has no reason to actually work.
Oh.
But I think it would be fun aesthetically.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so from my background, I have some minor runesmithing.
Okay.
They're just basically like once daily spells that I put on like clothing, weapons, what have you.
Yeah.
I would like to put a disguise self rune on the cart.
Oh?
Okay.
I want to try to activate it in an attempt to make the cart look fancy, like a regal cart.
I love that.
There's no reason it should work, but please.
Actually,
That's funny.
Disguise self only works on creatures, doesn't it?
I'm well aware of this fact, Noah. Like I said, there's no reason it should work.
Bro, give us this. Give us customization features, please.
hold on.
You know there's...
I don't think the weird squid horses fit Cedric's vibe. Give me a sec to think. I do love the idea though, Cherry. That sounds really funny.
If it helps.
It won't do anything.
This would...
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt anything that it looks a little bit fancier.
If I'm perpetually using my action for minor minor image, is that what it's called? Silent image, I can do the same thing. It's just I'll never be able to do anything else.
Yeah, no, we'll just disguise self cart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna activate that as soon as we get close to town.
I will say,
You know what?
it will not work on any other sentient
We
creature.
got a polychrome car is what we've got here. We've got a polychrome car, and we're not going to be able to make anything else like it.
Polychrome glass red seal.
This is completely acceptable, and it's all I've ever wanted in life.
Also, my phantom steeds essentially look like Pegasi, but with bat wings. Because I can't get thestrals out of my head, but I don't want them to look anorexic.
Yeah, I was just thinking they would look like thestrals, but so
it's very thematic for Cedric to have like a weird half-dead like demon horse.
Yeah.
Because he's depressed. I mean, what?
He's not depressed. He's just a little sad.
He cries when he has to go outside.
But that's unrelated. I love that video. Anyway, you guys got your free cart. Definitely free. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
And we have no reason to look into that any further.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're moving at essentially the same pace. Maybe a little bit slower, but it's not going to make much of a difference. You're just going to arrive, like, afternoon instead of noon. Or whatever.
It's much more comfortable.
I mean, yeah, because it's not like it's changing the amount of time I have to take to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Because it still needs 2 creatures to pull it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you cast the spell while we're moving?
Probably. I don't know if that would sustain. We'd still have to stop and hook the new ones up, but I could just keep. I can
like
keep
roughly
a
like
constant
11 minutes
stream,
out. You
Hear
can
me
start.
out. Cedric,
a constant stream of spectral horses.
I was gonna say, hear me out. Cedric doesn't take breaks. in between casting horses. You guys just have 6 extra horses at all times.
No, hear me out. Santa's sleigh.
Oh my god.
You know, that actually would be more efficient.
It would. I hate that it would. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, because then you'd have to hook up a new one every 11 minutes instead of every hour.
Yeah, that's fair. Noah, would you
just
allow us
summon
to
them exactly
rule it? Would you allow us to rule it that if I take 22 minutes to cast the spell, they both come into existence at the same time?
Yeah,
so
that's
that way
fine.
we don't have to stagger them.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. I'm usually
Thank
very
you.
particular about details, but this seems like a hassle.
Just let him cast the spell.
You're finally getting used to DMing.
This seems like a lot of work that
I'm
don't
usually particular, but screw that, actually.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
still
God.
I'm still keeping track of the moon cycles. Don't worry about me.
Oh boy.
Moon. I say as a
I'm scared of the moon, they say as a Twilight cleric that worships the moon.
It is a waxing crescent.
means. Where's the werewolves?
Those are only
That's all I'd say.
those are only full moons.
Yeah, but where are the werewolves? I miss them. I
Not
don't know where
here.
Damn it.
Anyway,
Statistically, having hot lesbian sex.
What? I hate you. I hate you.
I don't get the reference, and I'm glad I don't get the reference.
It's from.
Oh,
He's
is it-
talking about
is
Fen
it-
and Nim,
Oh.
my previous character and her wife.
Oh. Anyway, you guys, I don't know if you want to stop anywhere before you get to Lonuk, but
Well, I mean,
No.
hold on. Where's
No.
damn.
I was gonna say, I don't think we have anywhere else to stop.
Shut them down.
What were you gonna say,
fast.
Day?
well,
Wow.
I can't
Sorry, I didn't
remember
mean to interrupt.
where our mothers are, Cedric.
Oh, they're way
they're-
north. Way north.
Okay,
They're
then never
up here.
mind.
They're
Yeah.
here.
Never mind.
We can stop. We do need to go check in on them. Oh my god.
Because literally, I got my mother back. We sent her to live with your mother, hypothetically a good life, and then we left.
And anything could have happened to them in between the
Yeah.
times that you put them there and just never visited.
There's just been a lot happening.
Listen, it's a quiet little town. The only major things that have happened there are Cedric finding a dead body in the woods and dissecting it.
You don't
And
know
when
what's
was
happened
that?
there. It's also
You're right.
it's also one of the towns closest to the lake there, and you do not know what the lake contains yet.
Orders.
Hey,
Isn't that lake where a Fey portal is?
Yeah, the lake does have a Fey portal.
what?
It's been a month. Yeah, the lake has a
Yeah.
Fey portal. There was a Fey portal in the woods behind Ferucia. There was a Fey portal near Poutil and one near Trundar, and then the Lonuk one, I believe, something like that.
The perks of not putting Fey portals on a random encounter table.
Yeah, that seems like a hassle, and I don't want to deal with that. I mean, there are ones that appear randomly, but you guys are there are ones that are very clearly permanent, and
Mhm.
you know, not
Lovely.
yellow brick road that is also a red brick road and a green brick road and a white brick road. Oh, and suddenly you're railroaded into the Feywild.
And in the fucking portal brick road.
Yeah, the portal brick road.
And also God's there, apparently.
Yeah, and
Leave him alone.
who did I go with? It was
It
safe.
was with Antonio.
It
Anyway,
was.
back to this.
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's actually play the campaign we're here to play.
Anyway, you guys, you're not stopping, so you're gonna get to Lonuk. It seems the same as it was last time.
That's good.
There's all the Monodrone.
Glad nobody's randomly died in Lonuk.
Lonuk's big though, so
I'm pretty sure
there's-
someone has.
and it has
Someone-
The Lonuk.
and it
As we
has
roll up.
the most crime. So
I'm glad no
Okay.
one we care about has randomly died.
It's
in Lonuk.
okay. Arthur stopped that crime.
As we roll up,
Arthur
do we wanna
stopped
take
the
our break?
one crime in all of Lonuk.
By committing a second crime. But that's
Yep.
beside the point. Watch session 1 if you forgot.
I can't believe I'm here just to suffer.
True that. Yo, we want to take a break as we roll up to Lonuk?
Yeah, because you guys are gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's take our break now.
All right.
Break time.
We'll be back
All right.
after your break.
Be back at like 8:40, let's say.
8:40 works. 17 minutes works. All right, we'll be back. Bye. Anyway,
Yo,
you guys are unmuted. I am unmuted. We're back.
are we recording?
No, we
No.
haven't been.
Do you want to record the
Tyler,
second
you
half?
heard that, right?
Yeah, look in general.
Yeah. I didn't even see any of that,
Marvin,
which is why I was really
Marvin,
confused
what did
about
you
my
do,
cat.
Nora? I'm gonna fucking eat you. No, not Valley. Gonna kill him. The only thing good about tonight is the potential McDonald's run where they belong. How was my goat? Wow, they hate Gen 6. Most people consider him one.
How was my goat? What was that in reference to?
Pokemon rival tier list. N, I believe.
No,
This
I was
is-
trying to write how as in the name, and I think it auto-corrected me.
How? I mean, you still got the point. How was my goat?
Mhm.
Anyway, we
Very
should get
cool.
back to the game.
Anyway,
You should
yeah,
absolutely
we're
get
back in
back to the
Lonuk.
So I mean, it's been a while since since I've been. Well, yeah, never mind. The first thing I'm gonna do is as soon as we get in, I want to try and find like a like a city guard or something. You know,
Okay.
someone that seems like they work here, you know?
Okay. Small issue with that.
Yeah. They're all Modrons.
No, not all Modrons. There are a bunch of Modrons doing a single investigation, but that's different.
I love
Yeah.
them.
What you do find is shield guardians working as the kind of enforcers.
I see.
Like, because the Modrons can't really do multiple tasks at once. They're just investigating a single mystery, but they can't be cops. So you have shield guardians being the cops.
In that case, I'll clocking that. I'll go. Okay. And instead, just I don't know, find like a shopkeeper or something. You know, someone on the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
So someone that looks like they're not gonna mug me. And sorry, could you point me towards the sleeping spire?
I mean, that was a me yawn, but it's also a him yawn. He's had a very long day.
I see.
Poor guy.
He kind of yawns and he's like, sleepy spire. Isn't that the? Just go down the road a little bit. You'll see it.
All right.
He kind of points north.
Sure.
As you're entering the city, you see the statue that you guys saw the first time you entered, and these are familiar. It's a familiar environment to you guys. You've been here before, but
sure.
Yeah, going north leads you past the library that you've been in, and past that alleyway you went down to go to that portal.
I see. Do we eventually see something that looks like it could have been the sleeping spire?
Yeah. You kind of see. I mean, it's not as pristine as it used to be. It seems like it's become less kept up than it was.
Sure.
There's kind of a trash pile building outside the front step. And various other things are wrong with it, like you can see a bunch of dust on the windowsill and stuff like that, or windowsills and stuff like that.
Well, this isn't quite the. Is there a sign or anything that, or like, I don't know. We're able to know it's a sleeping spire or whatever. I just go.
Yeah, Reaghan would
left.
know.
Um, I think I just look and I go, it's not the illustrious institution that I was led to believe it would be. Well,
Quite.
I just sort of, I'm gonna go ahead and knock on the door, or ring the magic doorbell, whatever.
Yeah, you knock and you hear from inside you hear scuttled footsteps and kind of like scrambling to put themselves together, I guess is the best way I can describe the sounds. As the person kind of like opens the door in a robe and is like kind of covering themselves with one arm and kind of just peeking around the door.
Can you describe this person?
I can.
Race, sort of, like
Yeah.
yeah, is this?
Elvish seeming woman, got pointed ears, long platinum blonde hair, kind of heterochromia. She's got brown and a blue eye.
Oh, she's hot.
Cool.
Period queen.
So hot.
So as I started saying it, I knew that was gonna get said, and I was like, I should take away the heterochromia, and then I was like, no,
No.
it's
No.
fine.
I'll
Yeah,
protect her with
brown,
my life now.
brown and a blue eye, platinum blonde hair, elvish ears, and kind of like
Sorry.
tall but very lean, like kind of slim.
Is she? It sounds as though the way you described her, like just throwing herself together, it sounded like maybe she was looking a little worse for wear.
I mean, definitely like her hair is long and blonde, but it's got like tangles in it and like and she's just covering herself up barely. No makeup, clearly. Kind of bags
Right.
under her eyes. I guess that would have been the description you were looking for, but
Sure. Yeah. I just hello. Are you Vidania? Galen Odell?
I was.
You were.
It was a long time ago.
Oh dear.
Why?
Miss. We are on business regarding a former pupil of yours. We've been tracking down the leads, a lead concerning one chained Fae. We understand that one of her warlocks
Oh.
briefly had a brief stint here as a pupil of yours, a gnomish fellow.
Don't talk. Come in. And she opens the door fully for you and
Sure.
kind of walks up the stairs and like is like wait here for a moment, and she puts herself more together, gets actual clothes on, and opens the door for you to enter the study area.
Okay, lovely. As soon as we're in the study, how many bookshelves are there?
5 or 6 full, chock full.
Okay, because Cedric doesn't do talking unless he's nerding out about magic. He's going to take his time to just look at all the spines of the books while everybody else talks.
Yeah, a lot of them irk you as being like popular or useful, but they're very like worn out, like they've been used a lot.
Okay.
And the ones that seem more kind of like, again, pristine or not touched as much because they just haven't. They're just like storybooks or like fables or whatnot.
Okay. He's making hums and hums under his breath while they talk as he's examining the book. Don't mind him.
Anyway, you were talking about her.
Yes. Sorry. I should not use her name. I believe the chained fae is a name that can be used without incurring her potential presence, or, in fact, I'll cast detect magic.
Yeah, you see along the ceiling you see several like strings of chains wrapping around in a circle. Just like a magical, it's kind of magical aura of chains circling around on the ceiling, but not.
I look up magic type.
Uh, oh, I, huh.
Divination is
Conjuration, not divination. Conjuration
okay.
and enchantment? And I guess illusory, because you're not able to see it without detect magic.
Well, Vidania, we are being observed, it would seem.
No, trust me, I know. I know very well.
Has she observed you for some time?
This unruly bitch won't leave me alone.
Cedric snorts over in the corner. He can relate to this.
It's always something. First, it was the artifact. Second, it was making my life hell.
I wish I couldn't relate.
You know how hard it is living without a name?
Oh.
Living in a state of disarray because I can't use my own name. People don't know where to send me packages anymore. I can't sign for things. I mean, that's...
I'm sorry, of all the things, I wasn't expecting that first.
She gets it. She gets
Fucking...
Yeah, no, and if I'm understanding correctly, if I understand this correctly, taking someone's name would also give someone a degree of power over the other. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
She's
Okay.
been terrible to me.
Are you permitted to divulge the nature of your binding? And anything you would, are you permitted to act in any way?
I'm permitted to act however I want, but she makes it torture every time I do.
See.
I can't use my name, not because she owns my name, but because every time I use my name, she berates me with chains.
Is that what those are? Or is she truly watching?
No, it could be either.
I'm not saying divination. She would have to be here.
But part of her is. See, the issue is that she feels through the chains. They're not just tools. Do you know how a bug's antennas work?
I'm afraid I don't.
They feel for things. Make sure the bug doesn't run into things or cause themselves harm. Nashandra's similar but different. They're used to feel in the same way, but not to prevent harm to her, but rather to dish harm to others.
Is there a place where we could have a degree of privacy?
If you want to have privacy, it'll be without me. I can't have privacy anywhere.
I'm gonna try something. I want to cast Dispel Magic on what's going on above there. I don't think it'll work, but I want to try.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
It fails.
Yeah.
Fair. I figured. I like look to Cedric and Marigold. A little bit to Keskiyo, but I don't know the guy much.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you could take my brother and talk
Your
to
brother?
him. Yeah. He's not bound by the same restrictions I am because he's a vessel for something more powerful than Nashandra.
Who? What?
A god.
Does he know what you know?
Similar. Not exactly the same stuff, but I've shared my experiences with him because he's the only one that can comfort me through this right now. So. He doesn't live in the upper part of the spire. If you go around back, there's a cellar. He lives down there.
All right. We'll be back, I'm sure.
Okay. And she kind of like sits back in her chair and casts a little spell to bring a book to her and starts reading.
What's your brother's name?
Lee.
Other. Is this the motherfucker?
I mean, guy who is related to Feywild and followed you into Feywild has a god, or is a vessel for a god, and is the brother to Vidania.
I think you could have mentioned that at some point.
There was no reason to.
Damn it.
Reagan's
For the record,
face-
I hate you. Just so we're on the same page.
So not only that, there was absolutely reason to. The guy watched us get shat on by Nashandra repeatedly.
He was observing.
You know what I kind of want to do, guy? I kind of want to be like, wait, hold on. Juke the freaking.
What?
I still have the watch.
Summon
You
Link.
do have the
Summon
stopwatch.
Family reunion time.
We go
That
around
wouldn't give
back.
us privacy, unfortunately.
We go around back to the cellar. I keep detect magic up and make sure that we're not being watched or followed by a chain or anything of
Yeah,
that nature.
you're
Go there.
not. It seems to be that the chain that was in there was solely focused on Vidania.
Gotcha. I give the place a knock. So I'd say knock. It's more of a pound on the door.
Hold on, I'll be right there. And you hear the same kind of scuffle that Vidania made when she was getting to the door for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes to the door. He's a little bit more put together. He's got a pair of underwear on.
You know, that explains why she was in the shower when we got here. Because Noah had both of their schedules for the entire day planned out.
Yep.
Smile. I love my specific details.
Lee.
Oh, you guys made it.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Oh, the Nashandra thing, huh?
Your sister's attractive.
Whoa!
I'm
Whoa!
I'm sorry.
My sister's hot. What the hell? My bad.
Sorry.
Sorry,
handsome.
in not like a like objectively. I'm not into women or anyone for that matter.
What? I'm so confused right now.
Okay.
Lee.
Yes.
I believe he means he's asexual, Marigold.
Oh, I know that. Me
When
too.
I-
Whatever, not news.
When
Why are you confused?
Lee, when you watched us
Mary, am I not supposed to say
Okay.
Hounded
stuff like that?
into the-
Hold on. Don't say it like
get
that.
beaten into the dirt, get beaten into the
Okay,
dirt
well,
time and
that's
again
still
by
bad.
Nashandra. No, it's not.
Okay.
Get beaten into the dirt time and again by Nashandra. Did you not think to inform us of your connection?
I mean,
Choose your words carefully.
sorry. Yes.
Sorcerer.
I would like to remind you how ditzy I can be, as the last
Oh,
time.
you're ditzy. You're fucking ditzy.
As the last time.
Give
we
me a real
spoke-
answer. Or so help me.
I didn't know what to think of you yet. And to be honest, I still don't. You are a weird bunch.
All right.
But do you know who the god that controls me is?
Huli, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know what his
and I-
domains are?
You've and if I do know, correct me, but you've withheld that information, if I recall.
He hasn't.
No?
Mm-mm. Puli is arcana, trickery, and nature.
What is he specific? Because like those are the subclasses he is, but usually it's like, oh, I'm a god of I'm a god of like battle tactics. That's trickery and war domain. You know, like there's a specific thing, and then there's like, oh, this is the subclass you can be about it. Does he have a specific thing?
Puli is specifically kind of the god of wilderness and how it can like change your perspective of it. So, I mean,
he's Uncanny Valley.
no, what? Hold on, where did you? Okay, anyway, no, he's kind of like, you know how when you wander into a forest, that feeling you get where you're like, I've been here before, when you haven't been.
Oh, deja vu.
Or like the
The god of deja vu is crazy.
he's the god of like, oh, I'm like this forest, I'm walking on the way out, but I'm actually going in circles because of how the tree line is.
Wilderness.
The god of the twisted tree line.
God of the
That's kind of sick.
Gotcha.
Too bad he doesn't have a domain anymore.
I get that.
All right.
And I hate you for that.
Oh.
It's a thing.
Anyway.
All right. I so Lee.
I don't intentionally misguide you. It happens by sheer happenstance, I guess.
Because it is the way of your god.
Listen, friend, I don't want to cut this meeting short, but I do believe that these folk are in something of a time crunch when it comes to justifications of your past actions.
Yes, I know.
So if we can get to the part of...
You are missing
You
a member.
have your sister had two things stolen from her by Nashandra.
By Nashandra.
An artifact by one of her warlocks. What was his name? I have his name. Turin, I believe. Gribble, Paper Snoot.
Oh,
Gnomes and their names, you know.
you mean Slimeball? We don't.
Slime.
Well, that's kind of rude.
No, we don't
No.
use his name around here anymore.
Slime
Fair
ball,
enough.
then.
He infiltrated by masquerading as an apprentice to my sister just to betray her by stealing an artifact and whatever else.
Hmm.
So, he gets the rightful name of Slimeball.
And the slime ball. He worked for Nashandra.
I guess. I don't know all of the details about it, but seems to be
Why?
the case.
Why would he have stolen something like that?
Huh. Why does anybody steal anything?
I'm sorry, is that your answer?
Well, why does anybody steal anything?
Oh, I know. Because they want it.
Mm.
You're
So
on
why
the
did he
right
want it? You.
track.
Why did he want it? You
Well, if he was really serving Nashandra, he wanted it.
twisting tree line fuck.
Well, now, he may have... If he was really working under Nashandra, then he would have wanted it because Nashandra wanted it. And by
Then why
giving
did Nashandra want it? You must have had the artifact for some reason. You must have known what it did.
Huh.
Why did she have the artifact? What would not Nashandra possibly have wanted with it? We've gotten this far. That's why we're here. We know Nashandra wanted it.
Oh, brother, you don't know.
If I could interject,
We
it
very
isn't that
clearly do not
easy.
know.
No. Oh, brother, I don't know.
Oh, brother.
Do you speak in riddles on purpose, or are you just that daft?
This is getting very aggressive.
I'm sorry. You're right, Arthur. Let me be less aggressive. Let me be
Arthur?
less aggressive.
Are you okay, my friend?
No, I'm not okay. The best person in this group, the best of any of us, is gone.
Oh,
And he
I
will.
wouldn't say that.
He is gone until we can retrieve him.
Nashandra...
And I will not waste a second listening to fucking riddles while he withers in Nashandra's chains or worse. So be direct, Lee. What is it? Why? What do we not know?
Oh, it was just an artifact that allowed her to communicate with people on the material plane.
What?
I say
allowed-
communicate because it didn't allow her to act on the material plane. But we took it out of her hands so that she couldn't make any deals. But seems like someone gone and fucked that up. You know, that's how your friend got stolen, I assume.
You think one of hers was there?
Not one of hers. The one. The one that caused the tragedy 15 years ago. The one that's caused every problem in this world for anybody.
Oh, Jowl.
Ding, ding, ding. This one got it right. Yes. She made a deal with Jowl because, oh hey, I could get my way with someone who is misaligned, sure. Someone that wants power, I could give him that. All I would need is a communication line to him. It would be really easy. Hey, look what happened. She got her communication line. She made a deal. She can act on the material plane now with a vestige. Now, Slimeball, I assume, was just one of many names someone might have gone by, but haven't ever been able to find him again. So, do you know why I was in the Fey Realm that day? Or why I was observing you that day? Because I didn't know anybody that could travel between the Fey Realm, or that knew about the Fey Realm, and could go back and forth. So my thought was, hey, we haven't been able to find this greasy fuck in a while. I wonder if he figured out how to slip out of our grasp.
With all due respect, Lee, wouldn't that mean I'm just as likely to be him? I can travel between realms with some degree of freedom. Heck, I'm pretty sure everyone here has at some point.
Are you admitting to being Slimeball?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm merely informing you that you are utterly delusional, my friend. And I do believe accusing one of these kind folk who, from what I've gathered, have given you an exceeding amount of leniency in whatever this matter is quite a ridiculous move.
Sorry, but making assumptions is kind of necessary when it involves the end of the world. If I get 2 or 3 guesses wrong, it doesn't matter if I get the one guess right. Fuck it. It doesn't matter if I get 100 guesses wrong. The only guess that matters is the one that I get right. So yeah, it could be one of you. It could be that Goliath that was traveling with you. Well, not with you. You're new. I haven't seen you since I talked to these people last. So, I mean, my instant assumption of, you can't be him, is that I don't know. I just haven't made the connection because maybe, just hear me out here. It's my first time meeting you, but if you're admitting that you could be Slimeball, I'll take you up on that offer.
Oh. Hold on, this could be fun.
Seems like a good way to lose allies.
I don't like this conversation.
You were never allies. I was just monitoring you closely. I gave you the stopwatch so that you could summon me, not because you needed me, but because I needed to keep track of you. That stopwatch is more than just something to summon me. It's also a tracking device.
That is kind of how a lot of teleportation magic works. Did you think we didn't know this? I knew this.
Yes, that's because you're the only smart one here, it seems, Cedric.
Oh. Well, that's kind of mean.
I think we've learned that he's kind of mean now.
Again, when it comes to the end of the world, I would rather break a few bridges down, dam up a couple of rivers to... You know what? That's a good analogy. I would dam up a couple of rivers to prevent the flooding of the earth.
Reaghan.
You do realize that doesn't change the amount of water anywhere, and you're just flooding somewhere else before the rest of the earth.
Reagan, have you received the answers you need?
Not quite. Lee,
And I'll digress for now.
Yes.
you've answered half of what I need.
Good, I guess. Good for you, at least.
We know of a Feywild portal in this city. We intend to use that and track down Nashandra and get our friend back. But the fact of the matter is, we don't know how to fight her. So, do you? We have a name that we might be able to use, that's all. We have a name that if she takes the bait, if she takes that name, could make a powerful enemy for her. We've got our distraction, is what we have. Maybe something to weaken her.
The way we were able to steal the artifact in the first place was that she got a little bit lazy with her chains. If you can manipulate her in some way as to make her chains useless, or at least not as useful, then you can
Grab a hold of one, you mean?
grab a hold of, bury it in the ground, wrap it around a tree and tie it off. Any of these circumstances works. As long as you can keep her stationary, she won't hold any power over you. You can grab the artifact. You can cut her hands off. You can do what you will with her. Because if her chains stay stationary, she stays stationary. I don't know what it is about the chains, but when they can't move, she seems to go into some kind of paralysis.
She must have them heavily guarded.
I mean,
You don't think so?
It's a weapon. It's a weapon and a tool.
Right.
What defense do you need when you have a very long spear? Not much. Just outreach. Or,
I can't imagine we'll be able to grab them with our bare hands.
no.
So, what do we need to do?
Like I said, you can wrap them around trees. There's a certain type of wood in the Feywild that you can find. It is impervious to magical effects.
Do I know the kind of wood he's talking about?
Yeah.
Sure. What is it?
It's called wormwood.
Wormwood. Wormwood? Yeah, yeah.
I have a question for you, Lee. Are her chains susceptible to magical effects? Are they a part of her, or do you think if someone were to cast a certain type of spell on them, if it would affect the chain as opposed to her?
Ever since they did not start as a part of her, she acquired them through a means, and when she became, what's the word? What is the word? When she became knowledgeable with them and could use them effectively, the chains became a part of her.
I see.
They're what keep her in the Feywild, but
Yes.
they're also her greatest. They're also her weapon of choice, I suppose.
She is bound by the very thing she. I guess the best way you could put it is she's a slave to her chains. She's bound by the very thing she strives for.
Okay.
Do you know how she acquired them? I don't expect many alive do, but
that is before my time.
Does your sister?
Possibly. It could cost her, though, if she gives that information. I fear for her.
Tell me. She's been observed for some time. Do you know the nature of that observation? Would it pick up on a spell? Something like sending?
Unfortunately, yes. Any form of communication, written, spoken, transcribed in any way.
She'll know.
She'll know.
Well.
I hope you find your friend. I still think that my guesses could have some validity, but I'll push them to the wayside for now. Just make sure you deal with her. If you need me, you have the stopwatch.
You can just come with us, you know. If she's your sworn enemy, we'll... Well.
You seem to forget my Achilles heel upstairs.
True enough.
I will come if I am needed, but I must do everything I can to protect Vidania. With how the world is right now, I don't know if I can.
I understand. Shit.
Anyway.
A difficult position to be in.
I'm gonna go back to my shower.
Would I know where Wormwood would be found?
Yeah, there's several they're specifically big world markers in the Feywild is like singular trees of wormwood. There's not really forests or anything particular, but there are destination points that are this is the wormwood tree of this region.
Gotcha. Is there a specific like I don't know. Is there a specific spot I would be inclined to go? You know, is the Sealy Court is that located around a wormwood tree or something like that? Is there anything I would immediately be oh, this is the place we should go?
So you would want to go to the closest place to Nashandra's base that you know of that would have a wormwood tree, which is
okay.
I forget which way you guys went the first time, but it's the opposite way of the Hag Shacks.
Gotcha. And the way he described it, would we want the
I guess specifically, there is a field of about 3 or 4 of them that are relatively spread out, but within like a I guess 40 by 40 area. And that is like the wormwood forest or whatever, but it's like 4 trees.
Gotcha.
Because it's the biggest population of them that the Feywild has.
I assume with them being pretty significant, there are residents nearby. Would I know about anyone that any keepers of these trees? Anything of that?
Yeah, there are several. A lot of them are satyrs, just because deal with nature. But there's several that are like a satyr will have a part, or like they have to obviously train the next generation of wormwood keepers, because they're very particular to keep maintenance of. So you'll see apprentices every now and then. Again, mostly satyrs. There's pixies. There's a lot of the wormwood keepers are looking for fae that have longer lifespans, so as to be able to keep the maintenance going for as long as possible, though.
Gotcha.
Noah, this is gonna sound really weird. How likely is it that, because Cedric's a fucking weirdo, would he know of anywhere on the material plane that we could get a hold of some?
So, like wormwood wood, like wormwood.
Yeah.
Or what?
Like the wood or the tree or either?
Just the wood.
Yeah, there's.
I doubt the tree would make it, but
yeah, there's several specifically, you find very little of it at very high prices.
Okay.
And it can be at pretty much any market, but there's a very low chance of seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cedric's absolutely involved in some crazy wizard black market bullshit.
Would I know of any potential infernal markets?
Yeah, it's more common in infernal markets than it is in the material plane.
I'm always down to steal from my father if need be.
Your father?
My apologies, I was thinking out loud there. I do believe, in addition to the material planes rare markets, there might be infernal markets that would carry such a thing.
Yeah, Reaghan's looking at at Keskiyo with new eyes here. He's like, "Who the fuck is your dad?"
Everyone in this party is a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Except Marigold's the
Marigold's
most normal.
Chill.
Marigold's not
like kind of a regular guy.
Marigold's a freak by association.
Yeah.
Although
with Cedric.
Marigold keeps dealing with
chose these folks.
Marigold keeps dealing with loss.
Yeah.
Arthur was the most normal, and he was a bear.
Yeah.
Are you telling me a bear isn't normal?
Not generally speaking.
Okay.
He's the most regular guy.
I don't think so, actually.
He just owned a bar and was living his life.
I
dude.
don't think he was a regular person, actually.
He's just a regular guy.
Just
a dude.
Either way.
Just a dude.
Just a dude.
Either way. You guys, what's the plan after talking to Lee?
I sidebar with you three and I go, it's like, do we ask how Nashandra acquired her chains? I mean, she's already seen us here. She knows we're planning something. We wouldn't have come otherwise.
Is it relevant information? I mean, I suppose if we figure out their manufacturer, we might be able to.
Reaghan would know that the chains were less to spy on the general surrounding area and more to specifically target what Vidania is saying and doing.
Well, it might be vital information. I don't like the idea of potentially sacrificing someone who has no need to be sacrificed.
I guess I don't know if she's. I don't know what the price for her would be.
Right.
That would be her choice.
Hmm.
The reason I say as much is because
No, I agree. If we
Knowing
know who or what created them, it could give us an easier way to contain them. And I can't say that they don't intrigue me as particularly powerful magical objects.
All I know is I don't
I
want
propose.
anyone to get hurt. You can ask her, and if she gives you that information, I suppose, but if
Then-
her life comes out of it, then I want nothing to do with it.
We
It
could
will-
take precautions
Nothing will be
about her
forced
life,
from her.
at least. I
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I dabble in magics that could stave off the call of the grave at least once, potentially. I
Let's
can't make promises that it works. I've never had to test it before, but
It's a little
let's bring this to
something.
her. Let's bring this to her. She cannot be compelled or will not be compelled to give any information against her will. Ultimately, it's her decision. And I think I will try and come back to the spire and see Vidania.
Okay. She lets you in again.
Vidania, we have a question for you. One which Lee is led us to understand might cost you to answer. As such, you are under no obligation to answer. We believe it might. We believe that it could help us save a friend from a mutual acquaintance, and perhaps bring her down in a more permanent way.
What's the question?
Who or what made the chains? What are they for? What is their story? And well then I'll follow with like.
She walks over to a bookshelf and pulls off a book.
If the
I'm
consequence
going to go ahead
is
and cast a
yeah.
death ward on her, just in case.
I was gonna say if the consequences are, but then you do that. I'm like,
She
I
pulls
just
a book
sort of look
off,
and I go, just in case.
She pulls a book off the bookshelf and is like, breathes heavily before starting to read.
If you'd prefer somebody else read it, might be less dangerous. I don't know.
It doesn't matter either way. I'm the one that put ink to paper.
Fair enough.
The chains were originally made to capture demons. But, as is anything in life, they can be used for not the purpose they were originally intended. You see the chains start to come down from the ceiling. Reaghan? When we decided to use the chains to stop Nashandra from doing her deeds, she ran with it in a way none of us were expecting. Using the chains is something of malignance rather than a prison. We regretted every decision we made up until that point, as nothing could go right for us from this point forward. We've already made an enemy out of a great evil. And so we decided that we would keep her from gaining any more power. To do this, we decided that we would take the artifact that she had acquired, the one that was most likely to cause issues. In doing this, we made her more angry and more driven to do what she wants with the world. She hired or didn't hire a warlock. She took a deal with a warlock. Gave him power in exchange for an artifact. The artifact that we stole. He came and apprenticeshiped under me for a while. But when all was said and done, he betrayed me. Brought the one thing that could save us back to the thing that would kill us with it. And so, we end up where we're at. Her with the power that she wields and the things that she wants. And us with nothing but the lashes from the chains that we bound her with. And with that, the chains wrap around her and kind of wrap around and then yank back the way they wrapped around her, so it shreds her skin and takes hair and skin and several parts of her clothing with it. And she kind of drops to her knees and just guttural scream.
Ooh.
I'm going to start healing.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair.
First of
Fair.
all, spare the dying.
Yeah.
I mean, she still has death ward. Just death ward. Okay. Keskiyo's gonna grab his hammer.
Okay.
Please don't do what I think you're about to do.
I'm very sorry, but I do believe this is the most efficient way for this to happen.
What are we doing?
What?
Just right as he's gonna do it, Cedric's gonna say, "Oh, he's gonna bash her skull in."
Yeah,
Hang
I'm
on.
a roll ahead.
So, hang on. No, that doesn't make any sense. If she's at 12 hit points, you're just bringing her down to 1. That doesn't do anything for her.
She's not at 12 hit points, Reaghan.
If she's at
would
1
assume
hit
she's
point,
at
you're
12.
just No, I just making up a number, right? There's no reason to just burn your death ward. She's on 1 HP or whatever.
Realistically, death ward has to leave them in a survivable state. Her current state is not that.
Depends how Noah rules it.
Yeah.
What has just happened to her is not something that will be survivable. The death ward would have been burned to at least mend things that would kill her.
Kill her
It
instantly.
has already been burned.
Okay, so it's already burned.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm using that 4th level spell slot on a healing word.
Okay.
Because I would know that the magic was used. I'm just gonna roll it out.
As you're healing her, Lee, half naked, you hear crash from downstairs as the door flings open. Like Dead sprinting up the stairs. You hear a little like fumble as he trips up the stairs a little bit, and then like busts through the door and like just like bear crawls essentially as he's like weeping and like embraces his sister.
Oh, lovely.
Keskiyo is also going to bring up his aura, like channel divinity, I should say.
Yeah.
Gonna just focus all of it on her, trying to like stem any additional damage that she might, like any
I
additional
have a
wounds that
really
might be appearing.
stupid idea. So the chains are still present, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought of that too, but we don't have any way.
I'm gonna cast banishment on the chains.
Hmm?
GM, pretty please.
Like, I'm just gonna see if it works.
Thinking because these technically aren't the chains that are attached to her, they're an extension of it. Where are you sending her?
Well, I don't get to choose.
It just-
Yeah, it's just
I was
back
gonna
to
say
from whence
it is either they get sent back to the plane they are from if they are not currently on the plane they are from, or they get sent to a pocket plane for an hour if they are on the plane they're currently from.
Okay.
Or for a minute, sorry.
I'm gonna say Dispel Magic didn't work on them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say that Banishment's also targeting a creature.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm making a big stretch here. It's also a charisma save. Like, it doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
Noah, another question.
I will allow the chains to get banished to a pocket dimension for an hour, but it will not banish Nashandra. Just the chains.
I figured.
Because
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and act as Keskiyo would,
Okay.
to benefit or detriment. Because Keskiyo is volatile and very quick to jump to assumptions with partial information.
Lovely.
Okay.
Keskiyo is still going to unsling his hammer, and he's going to turn on Reaghan.
Okay.
Okay.
Did the chains go away? Just real quick. Did banishment make them go away?
Yes, the chains got sent to pocket dimension.
Wouldn't it be the Feywild because that's their native dimension?
No.
Or
I'm not
would
gonna
it be-
rule, I'm not gonna rule it
Depends on
that
where they're
way.
forged, I would suppose.
I'm not gonna
Oh.
rule it that way because
Would
I
they be
feel
sent
like
to
it
the Hells?
makes more sense to send them to just a pocket dimension. For them
Well,
to
if they were made to capture demons, they probably weren't made in hell.
yeah.
Either way, seeing
yeah.
this, Mary Lee, get her as far from here as you can in an hour or a minute. The chains won't be gone forever, but perhaps if we get her away from where they will return, it will help matters.
Yeah, Lee kind of
Yes.
picks her up with her like carrying her like a damsel, like in movies.
I'm gonna like take my cloak and like try to modify, like make like if anything is exposed, like just to make her modest, to like comfort.
And Lee kind of turns to you before he leaves and is like, "This better fucking work," and teleports away.
Yeah. You turn on me, Keskiyo?
Yes, with my aura up, I am, much as you would with like a straight sword, pointing the head of my hammer at your chest. What manner of caster are you, Reaghan?
Right, well, this is a very sudden turn. Can we put the weapons down?
No, I don't think we can. Answer the question, Reaghan.
Keskiyo, I've told you before. Nashandra had several warlocks. If I've not made it clear, allow me to rectify my mistake. I've done many things I regret in my life. This is not one of them. I do not source my power from her any longer. Of that you can be certain.
I'm going to roll insight here. Well,
All right.
I trust that implicitly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to break it to you, bud, but that's gonna be a 22 on my deception,
Yeah, I was
or
gonna...
Yeah.
not deception actually. That wouldn't.
Yeah,
You know what?
persuasion.
Genuinely, I don't. That would be a
Persuasion.
well, be an 18. Yeah.
Which would have been beatable if you didn't
Yeah.
Well,
roll.
You know. You speak like a fae.
Oh, you're just catching this?
Your words are truthful, but they aren't the full story, are they? Or to ask a direct question that you will have less ease dancing around. You know just as much, if not more, than Lee does about what happened here. Lee thought so, at the very least, and as much as I was quick to get any suspicion off of you at the time, I do trust Lee's judgment. So while you may not, well, what happened here might not be something you regret. What more do you know that you haven't shared? Because I believe we are coming to a point where that will be dire information for all of us, especially the friend you're looking for.
So, not to interrupt, as enlightening as this is, we should probably move the conversation, because getting her out of here will probably help with the chain issue, but not if they reappear and just follow us.
You said yourself we have an hour.
I said either 1 minute or 1 hour. It's finicky. A very finicky spell. Especially when used on something that isn't exactly a creature.
Good point. Let me roll for that. Yeah, you guys have time.
Yeah. You mention my friend, and I think you see like part of with deception this high. I'm gonna say you don't really see my face. You just there's something in my eyes that changes. It's almost imperceptible, but I just want to give that to you.
Likely, I mean, he's perceptive, but likely wouldn't. Especially with Cedric providing an active distraction, likely wouldn't notice.
All right.
Do you guys want
I did roll an 18, but I feel like it's more in character for him to be immediately drawn by the immediate threat at hand.
Everybody roll perception real quick.
Great.
Oh no.
Not for bad
boy.
reasons.
Perception.
18
All
again.
right.
That is a 26.
How's a
21.
4?
21, 26.
What's a 4 get me?
Sorry,
Ah.
not 21. 20 flat.
Absolutely nothing. Day.
Damn.
26.
Yeah.
Would it specifically be this room? Because I believe Day went with Lee.
This room, yeah. Well, no, Lee teleported away separately.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Then DM, what's a natural 20 get me?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh my god, we've had so many nat 20s this session. We are fucked next week.
You guys.
And next week's
that's
gonna be-
very unfortunate because next week's gonna be 2 fights.
Mm.
Bah.
I will say the 3 that rolled 20 or higher. You guys notice that the shelves are organized, although not on first look do they look seem it. You do notice that the bookshelf that she took the book from to read to you is a book of several other things that she seems to be personally connected to.
Well, better to ask forgiveness than for permission, and he's just gonna take it.
Warlock, let's move this conversation elsewhere, shall we?
I feel that's appropriate.
And Keskiyo, being the absolute drama queen he is going to use Steps of Night to start hovering about 6 inches or so off the ground and leading the way out.
Emo boy.
You know, I could do that too.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get out of the room, back on the streets of Lonuk. You guys have a couple of different directions. You could, one, go towards the portal for the Feywild to just get to Arthur as quick as possible. Or 2, you can look around for Wormwood.
Hey, Noah.
Yeah.
Considering the time
No,
and
I
how
know.
tense we're all feeling
I
right
realize
now.
I'm setting up where you guys are going for the start of next session.
Sick.
Perfect.
I wondered. Yeah.
I will
So
say there's
we-
2 ways this fight could go, and I like both of them.
Oh
Very
no.
cool.
Yeah,
For
All right.
battle strategy and gameplay mechanics.
Yep.
I'm-
Well,
Sad
that what-
that I don't have one of my fuckier spells yet, but I don't get that until
Yeah.
level 6
You guys
spells.
have a couple of options for next week. And with
And,
that,
yep.
we'll be back next week. 7 p.m.
Sick.
Central Standard Time. Feywild again, I guess.
Yep.
Yay! I
we-
can't wait to see the
Something like
horrors
that.
that have befallen it in our absence.
Tyler, it was already fucked.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm scared of what's gonna happen here while we're there. Yay.
The party has been to the Feywild more than it's been to most of the places in my world.
Yeah. Oops.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. We're having
Don't
fun.
worry. Eventually, Cedric's gonna start sending people to hell against their will.
I don't
Eventually,
recommend.
you guys are gonna go to hell against your will.
I don't like
Guys,
that. Wait a minute.
No.
Anyway,
Chad,
Well-
we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, have a
Bye.
good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.